Hi guys, it's Ann here, and today's video is an update on my summer project pan, as well as a little update on some projects I'm unofficially panning, and my Pan That palette update. This video is going to be a little bit of a get ready with me. I'm going to use all of my project pan items on my face, and I'm chatting a little bit about some stuff that's been on my mind, specifically around jobs and money and worthiness. So if you are interested in this video and you want to, sit with me, get ready with me, have a bit of a chit chat, I would love for you to join me in this video. So please keep watching. Thanks. Okay, to get started with today's makeup, I'm going to use the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I figured it was best to use the Ordinary Primer with the Ordinary Foundation. The Ordinary Foundation is in my summer project pan. I'll be honest, I don't like the foundation, which I think I've said before. The color is off for me. I got the color 1.2N. It's still a little too yellow for my face. I actually wasn't going to film this because, as you can see, my face is freaking out this morning. My skin was immaculate all week. I actually barely wore foundation for a few days because my skin, I was just like, oh my goodness, my skin looks so good. Then I woke up today and it was like this. It's like, what the heck, man? Why? But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to film anyway because this is life. So to give you an update on the Ordinary Foundation, which is in my summer project pan, I believe this was picked for the beach because it kind of reminds me of sand. This is where I started, the top line right here. And then this is where I'm at right now. You can't see it because I've shaken it up. So I think I can probably get to the bottom line probably by mid-September. That's when I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to be honest that this project pen is not going that great. So I'm just going to apply it on my fingers and then use a sponge to blend it in. So why I don't like this foundation, as you can see, it's a little too yellow, even though it's the neutral shade. I probably should have gone for the cool shade. And because it's so lightweight, like it's so watery, I have a lot of texture in my skin. Like you can see all of the texture that I have. This product sort of like emphasizes that, I find. Like as it wears throughout the day, it sort of like wears off on my skin, but it stays in like in the pores. So you see like these little foundation dots all over my face, which I don't like. So this is a little bit of a get ready with me. Because I have things on my mind, things that I want to talk about. I have a lot of things on my mind actually, so I'm not too shy about this. I feel like I am where I was a year ago, because a year ago I was talking about looking for a new job, and I did get a secondment, so I'm currently in a position that's not my regular home position. So at the government they allow you to, I mean there's rules around it and stuff, but they allow you to like switch over if there's a temporary position available somewhere else. And I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for that. It's somewhat degraded since the new government has been in place, just because there's not been that many opportunities all around. And like they haven't had any, like there's been a hiring freeze, so like there's not even any full-time positions, like permanent positions available. It's not good. I'm now kind of realizing that I need to change my job entirely, potentially getting out of the government entirely. I mean, I would like to maybe go to an agency or something similar, perhaps, but one of the there's two major motivating factors for me to sort of switch out. The number one, and I hate saying this, is money. I've always been the person that like money doesn't matter as long as I'm getting paid fairly and I'm doing a good job. The work matters more to me than making millions of dollars. Like I could never be one of those people that like gets a sales job for like hundreds of thousands of dollars and like pushing a product that I don't believe in. Like I could never do that. Well, because we have a little thing called the Sunshine List, basically what a lot of people's incomes are because they're on that list, and I am massively underpaid compared to my coworkers. And I wouldn't mind that if I felt like, you know, my coworkers were much more senior than me. They had, you know, so much more experience than I did. But honestly, I don't feel that way. So I'm just going to jump into a product here that I'm unofficially panning. This is the CoverGirl powder. It's pretty old. Don't know. The shade is buff beige, so it's a little too dark for me around the ear, but it's perfect for summertime for me. So, also speaking to friends outside of the government, I am underpaid for what I can do. And I normally... So this ties into a topic that I really want to talk about. I think I'm going to make this into a blog post. And the topic is worthiness. And something came up the other day. It's been on my mind, but something came up the other day, and it's kind of like, you know, what makes you feel that you're worth it? And it hit a nerve. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty upset. And I was like, that's a huge core fundamental issue for me, is feeling worth it, like feeling worthiness. I think I don't feel that way most of the time, and I need to get past that I am worth being paid more money. I am worth having a better job. I am worth more than I credit myself for. And I'm worth it more than other people, you know, not everybody, but a lot of people judge me for. A lot of people judge on a lot of factors. So they judge on things like, oh, my size. Like when you're smaller, you know, you're not worthy, you're not capable. A classic case of this is was the person, I don't know what they call them, like they're the head of the finance, the treasury in the States, the one that sets the interest rate. And the woman that was there before, the man that's there now, she was like 5'2", 5'3" or something, and Trump full on was like, you know, she's really short. Do you think she's capable? What the fuck does that have to do with anything about being capable? Something like a financial job where it's all about this, and it should be about this too, your heart, has nothing to do with your physical stature, your physical ability, like at all. So that, I know he is not the only person in the world that thinks that. I forgot an eyeshadow primer, so we're just going to go without primer today. So I'm going to update you on the Colourpop. Unfortunately, I can't show it like this and open it because the whole thing is loose and broken. I have been using it, but because it moves around, it's almost impossible for me to like hit pan. If I can maybe show you, see? So I have been using this. It just looks horrendous. And I'm going to go in with some other eyeshadows. So yeah, people, you know, think you're not valuable because you're smaller. And, you know, they also think that I'm younger than I am, which drives me nuts because it's like, you know what? Like, I think some people think like, oh, you know, you'll make more money when you get older. I'm going to be 40 next year. Like, I have paid my dues. I am not that young anymore. Like, I'm in the middle of the pack, people. I mean, I'm still on the younger side, but I'm not young. Like, I'm not, you know, 60 years old. I'm not, you know, on the edge of retirement, but 40, I'm getting into the middle of the pack here. So, you know, I feel like I've paid my dues. I've learned a lot of different things. I have a lot of different skills that I can contribute, and I think I do contribute those. And I just don't like this feeling that people think, oh, well, she's young, you know, it takes time to earn more money. Fuck that shit. There are so many people younger than me that make more than I do because they feel that they're worth it. They feel that they deserve more money. And I need to have a better mindset. So the other palette that I'm going into is this Too Faced palette. I really like this. This is the White Peach palette. It gets a bad rap. I can see why some people don't like it. It is very powdery. But it's just one of those palettes that it's right up my alley. It's all light colors. I'm actually kind of getting back into using some mattes. I like this palette. So the other thing that bothers me too about the money thing is, and I've heard this before, it's like, well, you don't have a family. Like, I'm not married with children. I'm not supporting dependents. Well, I do have a family. I have my dad and my brothers, and I want to I'm the responsible one in the family, just as a fact. And I want to be capable enough to take care of them, to help, you know, contribute to my family, particularly my dad. My dad is 69 and he is still working. He doesn't need to work, but he is. And there's certain financial things that are happening right now that is the reason why he's still working. And I know that he should be more relaxed about what's going on. He should not feel like stressed about certain things. And he is stressed about them. And that bothers me. And I want to be able to help out. And I also need to be able to look after myself. Like, I am solely dependent on myself for my own housing and my own food. Like, I have nobody else to depend on. I don't have a husband that, if I decide to quit my job, that we can manage and figure out, work off one income for a little while. Like, that's not a luxury I have. I don't work. I can't afford my house. Like, it's just a straight up one-to-one relationship. So, screw the fact that, I don't have children, but I have other things that I need to pay money for. And who are you to say that I'm not worth, my work is not worth, and my contribution is not worth more because I'm not supporting a family. Like, I've heard that before and I hate that. Like, that bothers me too. It doesn't make sense and it's not valuable. So I also want to update you on the non-existent pans in my Pan That palette. So this is my Pan That palette. I don't have any pans yet. The one shade that I'm super close to is this one right here. I'm going to hit pan on that one. I know. And I've been really good. I've been using this one a bit more for eyeliner. But yeah, so maybe I can get real close in here. I don't know if that will show. Can you see any pan? No, but can you see the dips? Maybe. Anyway, I didn't think it was worth doing an entire video on the non-pans that I have, so I hope to get a hit pan before the end of the year. That's going to be the worst Pan That palette project on the planet. Okay, I'm just going to take the eyeliner in my project pan. Again, I feel really bad. I did not measure this, so I have no idea where it was at before, but maybe I'll be able to do like a snapshot side by side with my previous video. I don't know how I held it in my previous video. And I can't remember. What was my theme for this one? This was blue skies. This is not as blue as I thought it was, and I really don't like this eyeliner all that much. But I've been using it anyway. Once this project is done, I think this eyeliner is going. It's really old, and I have other ones that are better. I do have another blue eyeshadow or eyeliner that's similar, and it's inspiring me to, I would like to purchase a couple more blue ones, in really deep, midnight blue type colors. And this one isn't quite like that. It just doesn't have as much color and pigment as I would like. Okay, so I've done my eyeliner with the Prestige eyeliner that I have, and now I'm going to do my mascara. I already curled my lashes. This mascara has been burning a hole in my drawer since I've got it. I've been wanting to open it and use it. It's the Caution mascara from Hourglass. So we're going to open it today and try it out. This video is just like a little smorgasbord of all sorts of things. So the packaging is super cute. It's in a triangle shape, kind of like all their foundation and highlighter sticks. Let's see what the brush applicator is like. Okay, it looks like a natural bristle brush, I think. Let's just go. So the other thing I'm struggling with related to all of this is, as I mentioned, I'm trying to look for new work. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, which is, I know, a problem. So I've been gravitating towards 3 different areas, one being project management, the other being consulting, and the third being a manager. And a manager in an area that I'm comfortable in, obviously. I'm not going to be an HR manager or something like that. But something within, an IT business space or a business process space or client relation type areas. But I'm not sure. I don't want any employer to ask me, where do you see your life in 5 years? Because it might not be doing this job. In 5 years... If you asked me that 5 years ago, I would have never said would be where I am today. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of well, first of all, I didn't think I would still be single 5 years ago. I thought I'd still be with the government, but I thought I might have been in a different place, a different position. And why this matters to me, well, I mean, in two respects, or why it kind of came up. One thing that was interesting was I was volunteering at an event recently, and they were like, so where do you work? What do you do? I have a really hard time explaining what I do right now, and that's a problem to me. I'm the type of person that I want to help people. I want to contribute. I want to make an impact. I want to create things. And when I'm not doing that, I feel very unfulfilled. So this mascara is alright. I mean, tons of people were like, it's the best. Definitely very lengthening. And then so like, I don't know, in 5 years, I'll be 45 almost. Oh God. Where do I see myself? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, there's always like the ideal. So if I were to come up with like an ideal version of my life, money is not an issue. I have enough money to provide for my house, to provide food. I don't have to think about it too much. I would like to have like passive income and that kind of thing. I would like to work. Like it's not one of those things like, oh, I'd like to be early retired at 45 or be like not working. I'd like to work, but I'd like my work to be, under my control sort of thing. Like I'd like to choose what I'm doing, choose how much I'm working or how little I'm working, be much more in control of what I'm contributing. Sometimes it's difficult working for a large company or working for a large institution and not feeling like the work that you're doing is representative of you and it's not benefiting you. And I don't mean benefiting, like I don't mean that in a selfish way, but I mean like there's no direct correlation between your output and the outcomes of that, if that makes sense. Oh God, I'm using work terminology right now. But I'm not seeing a direct correlation. Like as much as like something like customer support, I hated doing that. There was a direct correlation of like customer calls you, there's a problem, you fix it, customer's problem is fixed. They might not be happy and they might not tell you that, but you at least fixed their problem and got them, moving ahead with their lives. There was a direct connection, and it wasn't about me doing work to make my superiors look good. Like, that's annoying. I want to do work to make myself look good. Anyway, that's weird. I don't know if that part makes sense, but so this is another product that I'm sort of unofficially panning. It's not in any project pan. This is the Colourpop eyeliner in Get Paid. Again, well, let's just do this. I did this earlier today just to see how much was left. It's sort of like stuck into 3 parts. So that's what's in the thing. That's what's in the thing. And then I've got 2 little pieces right here that are broken. It's probably, I want to say 2/3 finished, or 2/3 left. But I keep working at it, even though it's totally broken. So again, speaking about like ideal, like part of me would like to work for myself, but I don't know if I necessarily would want to do that. I don't necessarily want to work on my own. Like I get a lot of satisfaction out of doing this YouTube channel. I'm getting my website back up to life again. I have a lot of satisfaction working on my own. I like to work independently, but I feel like I'm not fully productive that way. Like I feel like there's more that could be done if I was part of a team, compared to just doing it all on my own. And, I still like having my place in Toronto, but I'd like to be able to have my place here and keep our family home at the beach, because I'd like to spend, like, if I had my ideal situation, I'd like to live there in the summertime, and work from there in the summertime. I'd love to have this space. The one thing that drives me crazy here is I have no space. So, like, one of the issues for me with filming is I have to set this up every single time I want to film, because I don't have a room that I can film in. So I have to, like, haul out the camera. That's why I film in natural light most of the time, because I'm too lazy to get all the, like, false lighting all set up. It's too much work when you have to do it every time. I finally think I've got my camera settings in a place that I like, so that at least is like there. I'm just looking at microphones. I'm gonna buy a new microphone probably today, so it should be here shortly, and that'll help because I feel like editing takes me forever. It's one of my biggest issues. So what I'm using on my eyebrows right now is, I think it came in an Ipsy box. Could have been a BoxyCharm, but it would be from like 2017 or so. It's a eyebrow pencil from Winky Lux, and it's in that sort of like wider shape, so personally don't really like it all that much, but I'm trying to use it up. Speaking of eyebrows, I really need to go. I went for an appointment to see about injectables, to see about lifting this, and it might be possible. I mean, they could try it and see if it works, but it's going to cost like $120 or so, which is not bad. I just need to maybe book it and try it. So anyway, trying to finish this product, but this is going to take a long time. Like, I've been using this a lot, and that's how much is left. Like, I've been using this probably for about 2 months now. Month and a half, maybe. Pretty much exclusively. And yeah, it's going to take forever. I mean, it's good. It's probably worth your money. I don't know if they even sell this anymore. The packaging's super cute. Like, little hieroglyphics on it. So the next product I want to talk about, my project pan, because I totally forgot to talk about it. No, focus. I totally forgot to talk about it in my actual project pan, because it's in both projects, is this NYC bronzer. So I've definitely used quite a bit. Like, this whole side has, been exposed. I can see that side is pretty thin. The whole pattern is pretty much off of it. So I've definitely gotten through a lot of this. It's not going to get finished this summer, but I'm definitely going to hang on to it. I was thinking about like, after this summer, maybe I let this go. No, I'm going to hang on to this because I like it, and it's a powder, and it's not gone bad. It's still the same as it was years ago when I had it, so I'm hanging on to it. I just like this one because it has like that reddish undertone to it, and for me that works really, really well, particularly in the summertime. Like, that's basically how I tan. I get that like reddish, brownish reddish color. I definitely don't have olive undertones whatsoever. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the whole work life situation. Kind of going back to the worthiness thing, I know that another aspect of that affects is relationships for me. I understand now that I struggle with feeling worth it. I always have this thing in the back of my mind, why would, if there's somebody I'm interested in, why would they date me when they could date somebody normal? In particular, that's normal size, but just like somebody with a normal life, normal family, normal everything. I am not normal. I know this. And I need to get over that. And I know that there's people that have, liked me that, like, they'll be like, oh, no, you're worthy. And the part is those people that like me, I don't like back. So it kind of defeats the purpose. It's the whole me being interested in somebody that's interested back in me. Like, I just feel like I haven't had that in a very long time. And, like, that mutual, like, connection. So one of the other products that I'm trying to pan that's in both of my project pans is this, and it's never, ever, 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 ever going to show that I've used it. You can see, like, I've used it, but like, you look on the side, like, it doesn't look like there's anything used. It's such a weird, you need so little of this product. This is something that I might toss, because I feel like it is pretty old. It's probably well past its expiry. But anyway, this is how I usually apply it. I either use my fingers, or I use a dual fiber brush from e.l.f. because I feel like that helps blend it. But I really like this at how like flush and natural it looks. Like, it just blends right into the skin. I may be over fleshy with it, but I kind of like that. Like, I feel like it's like very doll face like, and I like the way it looks. So my second last product that I'm going to use is this e.l.f. Shimmer palette. I definitely think I'm going to hit pan on this before this whole project is done. This is what it looks like. I've had this forever. My one gripe about it is, like, this color you'd think is more golden, and this one more peachy. Nope, they're all pink. They all look pink on the skin. I'll show you. So I'm going to use the one that looks a bit more golden-y. That's the one I think I'm going to hit pan on because that's the one I've been using. And this is how I've been using it, just very gently tapping it in. And I feel like this just blends into the skin so nicely. Like, I really like this product. I think I need to find highlighters like this. Like, I've got a couple cream highlighters, but they're just not the same. I don't know if e.l.f. has this product still or if they have something similar. But I just feel like it blends in so nicely. Now, it maybe looks pink-ish to me because I have pink undertones in my skin. I don't know. But I just feel like it's a very nice, gentle shimmer. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, and the last product in my project pan, again, I picked crap products for this project pan in terms of, like, showing progress, because none of these products are easy to show progress on. Maybe one or two, but anyway, this is the other product. It's the Tarte lip paint in, I think it's called WCW, which I feel like stands for, like, something. I can't remember. Anyway, the way I use this, and the reason why this is going to, like, last forever, is I don't use it, like, directly, like, all over. What I do is, I'll show you. So I just like to, like, lightly tap that in, and it's sort of that, like, popsicle stain look. I really like it. It actually looks a little darker on camera looking in the little viewfinder, but in person it's just like a nice fresh berry color, and I really like the way that looks. Just for funsies, another product that I'm trying to pan is the NARS Rakujian lip liner. I'm so excited how tiny that is. I'll see if I can find, put this down here, see if I can find like a picture of what this looked like a year ago in my lip project pan. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. Just add the bit of shine. And yeah, I've been unofficially panning that as well. I probably will do another lip project pan in the fall. I might annoy the crap out of some people because I might include what's in my project pan in that as well. But maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep it separate but use them all at the same time. Anyway, so that's it. I need to go dry my hair now. This is how I normally do my makeup. I usually do my makeup first while I let my hair air dry, and then I'll either let my hair air dry fully or I will blow dry it. So I think today I might just let it air dry. We'll see. Anyway, that's my little summer project pan update with a pan that palette update and some updates on some products that I am unofficially panning. Also lots of brain dumping on work and jobs and life and worthiness. I feel like I want to explore this worthiness topic a little more. I feel like it's definitely at the root of some of the issues that I have in my life, or some of the things, some of the walls and some of the barriers that I'm struggling to get past. So anyway, I hope you did like this video. If you did, feel free to give it the little thumbs up down below. And if you check out my previous video on my project pan, I do have a link for a giveaway there. Giveaway is open until the end of August. So I do hope you subscribe to my channel and enter the giveaway. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.